tonight.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touch. Washington going to send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Off play action. Holt out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he comes back with 1 complete. They had a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking on the midfield logo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Beard.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 82 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And in this
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll run on 1st down. Beard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, the Bears hit 11-3 on the year, and they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Beer, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Beer, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Holt. And this is taken in by Wilson for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bears put the night's first points on the board.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Holt. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Off the play fake. Holt. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Holt. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll look to throw again.
Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch.
And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Holt. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Holt.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely...
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we've hit halftime.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show. Favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Holt.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Bush trying the middle. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They run up the middle with Bush. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Bush.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Throwing to start the drive. Holt steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Miller. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain. There on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Miller now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Up the middle they go. Beard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Operating from the gun, Miller.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He completes it to Wilson.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Miller. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Beard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, with him trailing here in the 2nd half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On second down, Beard. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Up the middle they go. Beard. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
From 4 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score. Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Bears down on the scoreboard, and time a huge factor. Now their 4-game winning streak in great danger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Commanders, their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.